On this episode of the Gheenoe Guy, we're going to do a review and modification of the 15.4 High Sider. Now, we did do an earlier video with some review and modifications. This one's going to go a little bit more in depth of what we did and what has worked and what hasn't worked. The first one here we're going to talk about is the Keel Guard. So we did do the Keel Guard before and only did about a 4-foot section. We went back and did the Keel Guard the complete length of the Gheenoe. We went down all the way through so that we wouldn't have any more scratches on the bottom of it. And I just went ahead and redid it because I wanted it to be one piece, and it has held up well. So if you're looking at doing the Paragard Keel Guard, it's a kayak Keel Guard, good buy for your money. And it does hold up. So I've had to replace my prop twice so far from having a spun prop. It's very simple, and you can't get a new hub pressed in, but for these size motors, it cost me more to get a new hub pressed in instead of just buying a new prop. So I bought a new prop and put it on really simple, basically nut washer type of thing. And I believe the reason why I keep spinning the props is I'm picking up speed too fast. I should be kind of easing into it more. Well, a lot of people ask, how do I keep the front end of my Gheenoe down? And it keeps on porpoising. Well, Hydrofoil is one of the best things that you can do to put on these, and in my opinion. Like I said, I'm no mechanic, so all this stuff is kind of a trial by error. But I did put a Hydrofoil on the back of it, and I was able to keep that front end from porpoising, and it does a lot of good for these Gheenoes. Now, mine was a dull fin. There's plenty of different types, but make sure you check out the video and see my installation process on that. So next thing we're going to go over is the back deck. So the back deck was built with treated plywood, and then I painted it and attached it straight to the actual Gheenoe. And if I was to do it over again, I would use starboard, and I may still replace it and use it starboard after if this doesn't hold up. I do have to keep repainting it to keep that seal and keep that salt water out of that plywood. So I do have to continually repainting it, but for right now it's held up pretty well. So the grab bar that I installed was a golf cart grab bar, and it's basically steel painted, and it has rusted. Obviously it's not going to break apart at this point, but it has caused some rust to go to the bottom of the boat. I don't know, I might sand it down and try to go ahead and put some kind of bed liner spray or something like that, or powder coat it, and see if that can fix that issue. If not, maybe I should have just gone with an aluminum grab bar if I'm going to be in salt water. Original video, I placed the trolling motor to the back and I mounted it to the back, and that really didn't work for me. It was hard to turn. It was not very controllable as far as making turns. So I went and put it back to the front, and I had it mounted with, basically it's a canoe type mount that I reinforced with a cedar board, and then went ahead and screwed it straight to the canoe and painted it. So I painted the cedar board. Now I do have to continually paint any of this wood to make it still look new and keep it at least some kind of protected on it. And I did go ahead and purchase a Newport Vessel 55-pound thrust trolling motor. It is salt water, supposedly. There is a little bit of rust that's coming at the bottom of it, but it does have plenty of power to go ahead and push this thing through the water like it's nothing. So, which was like about $200 for the trolling motor, which is a pretty good deal. And to me, one of the most important parts is the chair. I got to have some comfort, and I've gone through a couple different types of chairs, but the plastic molded chairs seems to work best for me. I keep leaning back in these other chairs and breaking them. The plastic mold works for me. I'm about 235, 240 pounds. So these plastic molded chairs have held up really well. So I recommend those type of chairs. They come in different colors, camo, gray, white, things like that. But it's a pretty good deal, and they hold up. Well, if you watch some of my other videos, you've seen that I've gone through a couple of these anchor poles, and I mount an anchor pole to both sides of my Gheenoe, one up the front, one in the back, and stabilize it. And I keep getting these from Amazon. They're great, just I got to hang on to them. So obviously there's more things I could go over with the electronics, where I place the battery, things of that nature, my trailer, all kind of different things that I can go over, and I will go over those. This video here was part 2 to the original, and obviously there'll be some more review and modification. Just let me know if you like what you're seeing, and make sure you subscribe to the Gheenoe guy. And once again, this is my 15.4 high sider. Thanks for watching.